Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Schwartz. Now, that has a meaning that had to learn about. And so, this is another one of those kind of storytelling videos, little piece of my history, if you will. Um, at some point a few years ago, when I was out in public and someone who played guitar that might recognize me and start having a conversation with me, and then also comments online that I was seeing Marty Schwartz with Marty Schwartz and Frefs, and a bunch of other just like funny little sayings that people were referring to each other with, and they like knew what it meant and what they were talking about. Whereas I, even though I am Marty Schwartz, had no idea what people were referring to, and so that's when I learned about what's called YouTube poops. Um, and my kids, I have kids who are old, pretty old now, 20 and 17, but they knew all about, especially my son, he knew all about YouTube poops. And it was a genre that, as a Gen Xer, I was not familiar with. I grew up pre-internet and then used and then also post-internet as an adult. So there's certain like things that happen with generations that I wasn't as familiar with, which were YouTube poops. And so most of you probably know what a YouTube poop is, but if you're a little bit older like me, it's basically taking a existing video and remixing it and changing the audio, using only sampling the video itself, but mixing some of the audio and mixing some of the video and kind of warping and twisting it into doing and saying things that weren't actually in the video, but it ends up being for comic relief. So there's a series of YouTube poops about me, and I had nothing to do with them. I didn't. They were probably up there for years, and I didn't know. And people, a couple of them maybe started to get more views, and so people started referencing them to me, and I had no idea what they were talking about. And I would imagine so. There are some people that know in my kind of music world who do not. I'm not going to name names, but you can guess who they are. There's people in music and people in YouTube music guitar, YouTube, also performing musicians, um, who do not have a good sense of humor about themselves. And you can guess below who you think that might be. But there's some of them out there because I've met a lot of them who do not have a sense of humor about themselves, whether it's a meme or someone joking about them in a message board or on Reddit, and they can't take it. And they've even like wanted to sue people before about something that's just really dumb and silly. Well, I am not like that. I think I have a good sense of playfulness, and so the YouTube poops people. A lot of people had asked me if these YouTube poops have bothered me, and they do not bother me, but they definitely are really out there, and they're really funny. So I'm going to show you, I think, the most popular one right now, and you guys can let me know in the comments what you think of it. But one of the lines is Marty Schwartz from Marty Schwartz, and Frefs, and all kinds of other silly things that people have quoted back to me. And that's how I learned about it, was other people liking it first and wondering if I was offended or how I felt about it. And I love it. There's one really funny part where I just go over and over because of the edit, and I think that's very silly, very funny. Definitely, is silly and kind of makes fun of me I think in a good kind of fun, healthy way. So without further ado, I think I have the right to share a video of myself, even though I didn't create it. But let me know what you think in the comments, and any other stories you'd like to hear. Please let me know also in the comments, because I have a bunch of others. I've met a bunch of my heroes, and that could be like James Taylor. I played with Tracy Chapman, and like no one knows that. I've hung out with Tenacious D, met Jack Black, obviously, because of Tenacious D. I met Chuck Norris. There's I've talked to Cat Stevens, who's one of my idols growing up. So there's a lot of cool stories like that. I have a most embarrassing live performance story that's pretty good. So there's still more out there that I'd love to share with you guys. But anyway, without further ado, here's the YouTube poop. Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Schwartz. I'm about to give you your very first electric guitar lesson. All right, you're not going to get anywhere. Hopefully you have no idea that this is an electric guitar. I'm picking an Epiphone thing. I consider it a guitar. I have a video that's free on YouTube, how to tune your volume control. You put that curve right on your right nut. These things here are called the pickups. They pick up this pickup. So you got a clean sound. So we're going to set it up for a clean sound, and then we're going to set it up with distorts. All right, let's start playing this thing. So you're going to want to start with strings, and it's great for a beginner. So that's what I would recommend. And I'm going to strike down and see if I can just strike. Now you're going to be all alone, but that's okay. I don't want you to think too much about it. Now, the first one I ever learned sounded like this. Now, the spaces in between here are called frets. Should sound like this. So if I said second fret, you're going to be in this area. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to, whatever. So now I'm going to say some out loud, like 5. And that's like the only shit you need for Black Day, Nirvana, Green Sabbath, and just all that good Metallica, 182, all the rock stuff. All right, there was your very first guitar lesson. I got a bunch of courses over there that I think will really help you if you really want to get serious about this thing. Thanks again, and I hope to see you real soon. Stick it in there. Well, out of all the videos that I've been part of, that was definitely one of them. Anyway, thanks for your continued support, you guys. I love sharing little pieces of my life and history with you. It's enjoyable, and people have commented a lot back to me, like taking my hat off and all that kind of stuff. So appreciate you, and let me know what you'd like to see in the future, and hope to see you again.